Hello and welcome to another great Saturday edition of Cranky Gun Reviews. Today I'm coming back to an old series that I started, I don't know, about a year and a half ago, and it's changed a little bit. It was my baby gun, daddy gun series. So I did a few really short, not really clickbait, but kind of silly clips where I sang the Baby Shark song except replace shark with gun. Well, I'm finally revisiting that at the range, looking at a couple of different platforms that are kind of a baby gun, daddy gun scenario. So starting off, I have my Sig P238, and this one I've had done up with some nice wooden US grips. I believe I bought these off of Pinterest from a guy. They were about 26 bucks. They're not the best quality, they're not perfect, but they look cool. And the reason I wanted these particular grips was so I could make it look like my 1911. So again, back to the baby gun, daddy gun scenario. The baby gun being the P238 looks and functions a lot like a 1911, and then of course the good old 1911. This is an auto Ordnance 1911 A1. I love this gun. This was the cheapest one they made. I bought it brand new and I put these nice rosewood grips on it, again because I like that old US style. So baby gun, daddy gun, let's get right to it. So what I'm going to be doing today is basically shooting them side by side because they're both kind of a single action revolver where you have a hammer built into them that needs to be fired, needs to be actuated to actually fire the gun. The takedown of the two guns is somewhat similar. The feel is similar. They both have a straight pullback, really nice trigger on them. So I just want to see how well they perform on paper. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll get started with the P238, and I'm just using some 95 grain round full metal jacket. This is Federal Champion brass. So here we go with baby gun. And I'm about, I don't know, 7 or 8 yards, I think 7 yards from my target. I pushed it back a little bit more than I normally would. And I have a good feeling that my target's going to fall over because right now it's held up with nothing but a stick. So there's my target. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot a little bit, and then I'll take you out there and show my target. So I'm going to go with the left one for the P238, the right one for the 1911. And it's been quite a while since I've shot this, so I really have no idea how good I'm going to do. Just below the bullseye. Right in the same hole. I think the first 2 shots went in the same hole. After that, I put 2 right below the target, and the next 3 were right in the middle of it. So 4, 5, 6, yeah, I put 2 in the same hole the first 2 shots, and then 2 right below the target. Again, being such a short sight radius on this gun, I have a problem where I tend to push it down a little bit when I shoot it, but let's put another 7 through it. So that's another similarity between the P238 and the 1911. They both have 7-round magazines from the factory. Obviously, they're very different sizes because this is a 45 ACP and this is a 380 ACP, but the magazines even look very similar. They have the same sight holes in them, the same foot pad on them, if you get the 6 or the 7-round replacement ones, and they function pretty much the same. You can buy, you know, most brand magazines. These I think are metal form ones that I bought from my 238, so they look a little bit funny because they don't have that little plastic heel on the bottom, but they're great for range use and great for carrying if you need a backup one. So I'm shooting a little low with this, and I tend to do that with a lot of guns. I think part of my problem a lot of times is I don't bring the gun up to my eye. I try to crouch down. So let me try to bring it up to my eye and see how I can do. And that was much better. So let me see if I can zoom in on my target here. So that's my target, and out of 21 shots, I missed a few. You can see on the bottom, down here at the bottom, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I missed. So out of 21, 7 of them went below the target. But that's only about I think a 6 or a 7 inch, no, it's about an 8 inch target. So Still within, you know, a foot of the bullseye with all those rounds. Again, if somebody was running towards me, I'd definitely be hitting them in the torso. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch to the 1911 and see how I can do with the same drill. Alright, now to the 1911, and this has the old style sights on it, so they're the really short, again, A1 style sights on this. It's basically a military correct A1 style 1911, and I'm just shooting with some cheap, I don't know, I think it's Federal Champion, it might even be, I'm not sure what brand it is, but it's just 230 grain round nose, full metal jacket. That's pretty much all I shoot out of this thing. I don't use self-defense loads in this, I just use ball ammo. So here we go with the 1911. And I'm hitting low again. There we go. So again, hitting really low with the 1911. I don't shoot it that often, and again, the sights on it are the A1 style really short sights, so they're kind of hard for me to get used to. I don't know why, but so that was better. I had more rounds on target the second magazine. Let's go ahead and do one, then I'll show you my target. And you know, honestly, between the two guns, the accuracy is not that different. On the 1911, they're spread out a little bit more than they are with the P238. P238, I started out shooting low, same with the 1911. When I shoot this, I actually have to put the entire front sight in the notch. So I'm almost looking at the slide itself, not looking with the tip of the front sight in the notch. The whole front sight has to be in the rear notch for me to hit what I'm shooting at accurately. So here we go again. So there's 21 rounds, and let me show you that target. So the target on the right, that's my 1911, and it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 out of 21. So if you look at it, the accuracy in the bullseye is about the same for both guns for me. The sights on them are very different, obviously. So what I'm going to do now is go throw up some new targets. I'll do this practice again, see if I can correct my aim and see if I can make that any better. Alright, so this time around I'm going to let you see the target instead of watching me shoot. Again, left target is going to be the P238. I'm going to try sitting down and see if I can get my accuracy a little bit better. And again, I'm probably shooting a little bit farther than you normally would in a self-defense situation. I do like testing myself a little bit. So again, this is about 7 or 8 yards away from me. So let's see what I can do, slow fire from a bench, if I can get any better. That was low. That was high. Honestly, I think shooting from a bench I'm worse. So let me go back to standing up. I had one really low and one really high on that. 5 of them are in the middle, one's at the very top, and one went below. So let me try standing up and see if I can do any better. Again, this is still the P238. That's more like my normal shooting. So one more magazine out of the P238, then I'll switch to the 1911. So there you go, there's 21 rounds out of the P238. Not horrible. Again, about the same as I had for my last group. So I'm going to switch to the 1911 now. Do the same practice. I'll do the first magazine bench rest and see if I can get any better. I'll do the rest standing offhand. So here we go. Aye. Aye. That wasn't horrible. It was better than the first magazine I did the last time. All right, so this time around, standing up, 2 mags out of the 1911. I'll see if I can get my accuracy a little bit better here. Where am I going? I'm going low again. So for some reason, I don't know where those are going. I think I'm shooting really low. That's odd. So when I sit down and shoot my 1911, I'm right in the middle of the target. When I stand up, I'm always shooting low. I gotta figure out why that is. What am I looking at on my sight picture here? That was a little better. So what do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 out of 21. So my accuracy wasn't any better that time around. All right, so this time around, I'm going to do 1 magazine out of the 1911, drop the mag, reload in another magazine, pretty rapid fire. I'm using the same targets I already shot up. I just want to see from my perspective if I can see a difference with rapid fire or not. So here we go. 1911. Low again, looks like. Yeah, same. Low. I don't know why I shoot so low with this gun. I mean, really, really low I shoot with this. So, I mean, it's a great gun. I love it. It's a 1911. What else can you say about it? It's a great gun. Shoots perfectly. I've had one jam, and it was actually my fault because I was doing that normal shooting that the Army used to teach you where you just hold the gun in front of you and shoot like this, and the slide actually hit my chest and stopped the shell from ejecting. That's the only issue I've ever had with that gun. Let's try to do the same thing with the P238 here. I think I got enough ammo left for this. Alright, so there's 1 mag. Try not to shoot my carry ammo. Alright, so I got 2 magazines for the P238. I'm going to do the same drill. First 7 rounds, reload, second set of 7 rounds. Definitely a lot more on target that time, and again, no recoil compared to the 1911, so that was much better, obviously. There's no recoil in this thing compared to the 1911, so that's just a short little, well, not so short little video from Cranky Gun Reviews. Baby gun, daddy gun, the Sig Sauer P238 versus the Auto Ordnance 1911 A1. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless America, and please remember to support your 2A rights. It's more important now than ever. Have a great day. Wow, that trigger's fast. Beep. Ah. Dang it, I had a malfunction. That never happens. Not with this guy. Why am I having so many malfunctions now?